Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $1.1899 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 4.76%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out basing my analysis on the Elliot wave structures, the Fibonacci's, the key areas of support and resistances, and also draw out any key chart pattern that you have information on this chart. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Polygon Matic from the all-time high has been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark. And after there, I'm expecting a very nice bounce to the upper side, obeying this Elliot wave structure, having a wave 5 taking us to an all-time high. And that will happen in the next bull market. But for now, we have seen the formation of that first wave to the upper side, where I believe we have completed that first wave to the upper side. And if I jump to the 4-hour chart for further analysis, here on the 4-hour chart, you can see after making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures. And I have this fractal wave information here in yellow, which is a fractal wave within that first wave to the upper side, where I believe we have seen the formation of a fifth wave to the upper side to complete that higher Elliot wave count 1. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure, so that we can also get the key scenarios that I expect to play out over here. After making our low down there, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a wave 1, then retraced in the formation of a wave 2, continued pushing high in the formation of a wave 3, making our peak at around the $1.05 mark. Then after that, we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4. And because the fourth wave is a retracement of the third wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that first wave to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts. And you can see Polygon Matic retraced into that target area, making our low at around the $0.69 mark, which perfectly lies within this target area. And after making our low in the formation of a fourth wave, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that I'm terming as a fifth wave to the upper side, which has completed that first wave to the upper side at around the $1.3 mark. And if I zoom in on this chart, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side, so that we can see whether this wave 5 has done the minimum that we expected it to do, connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of that first wave to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.25 mark. And for the high that you have here on the charts in the formation of a fifth wave, it made its peak at around the $1.3 mark, meaning that has fully completed that first wave to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the formation of this fifth wave over here, before we saw that breakout, we had been trading within a channel, which I have highlighted here in yellow. And after finding support at around the $0.78 mark, which is the area right here, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, managing to break out of the channel. We even saw a retest, and the retest was a success. And then from there, we continued pushing higher, making our peak at around the $0.96 mark in a movement that I'm terming as a wave 3 in my Elliot wave structures. And if I draw my Elliot wave structures over here, I can have that as the first wave to the upper side, then a wave 2, then a wave 3, then a wave 4 over here, then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 5 to the upper side. And that is because a fifth wave to the upper side is an impulsive wave, and because of that we expected to see fractal waves in formation within that fifth wave to the upper side. And over here we also saw the formation of another chart pattern, which is a double top. And if I draw it out, you can see we had this impulsive movement making the first top, then the neckline, then the second top, then we saw a breakout to the lower side, having the target area back to around the $0.83 mark, and we fully maximized that target area before seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in our wave 5. And within this fifth wave to the upper side, we're also seeing another chart pattern that is in formation right here, and this is suggesting a movement to the lower side. And this chart pattern is also a double top. And if I draw it out, we can have this impulsive to the upper side, making the first top, then so a bit of a retracement, and now we are seeing the formation of the second top. And very soon I'm expecting that breakout to the lower side. And this is a chart pattern that normally breaks to the lower side, having the target area of that breakout as the height between the tops and the neckline. So using a trend line, we can get that height and then place it down here to give us a minimum target area back to around the $1.04 mark. So very soon I'm expecting lower prices here on the Polygon Matic chart, taking us back to around the $1.004 mark, and that will be supporting the higher Elliot wave count 2 that we are in at the moment. Having completed the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and that is what I'm expecting to play out here on the Polygon Matic chart. And using the Fibonacci's, because the wave 2 is a retracement of the first wave, we can use the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of that first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and I can mark that target area here on the charts, and that target area lies between the $0.92 mark and the $0.8 mark. So I'm expecting a very nice corrective movement to play out over here, and that movement should get us into this target area. And because it's a corrective wave, I also expect to see an ABC corrective movement also play out over here. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 60 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the lower side and also any movements to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that means lower prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.